Welcome to our solar system. Today I'm going to be giving you a nice tour around our solar system. First, let us begin with the sun. Our lovely sun, possibly the most scariest ball of fire to exist in our solar system. But yeah, without it, it wouldn't even exist. The sun formed over 4.6 billion years ago. It was formed in a nebula cloud with other stars. The sun's temperature is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. You should be okay though if you wear sunscreen. Our next destination is Mercury. There's really nothing interesting about it other than the fact that it's ugly and grayish. Its surface temperature is about 354 degrees Fahrenheit. It takes about 88 days to orbit the sun, so have fun with a lot of New Year's parties. Venus is the second planet in our solar system. Yet it's the hottest planet, even though it isn't the closest one. Its temperature is around 847 degrees Fahrenheit. I find it really funny because it isn't the closest planet, yet it's the hottest one. You will more likely die instantly, or slowly and painfully. You should be fine though. Earth. Now, our next destination is the horrific planet Earth. Most deaths in the solar system is on Earth. Earth is the only planet that can support life. There is a terrible species that are called humans. It takes Earth about 24 hours to complete a full rotation and about 365 days to complete a full orbit around the sun. We have global warming and air pollution, which is very, very bad. And Earth is one of the few planets that has water. Pure liquid water. Earth also has a moon. Mars. Our next lovely planet is the lovely planet Mars. Fun fact, Matt Damon got stuck here. He had to do what he had to do to survive on the planet he barely knew. The temperature on Mars can be from around negative 81 to 70 plus degrees Fahrenheit. It has 2 moons, and you even have a small robot friend to keep you company. It is said to believe to have frozen water, so it may soon be eligible for life. It takes about 687 days for it to rotate around the sun and 24.6 for a full day. And I don't know if I said it, but just to be sure, you even have a small robot friend to keep you company. We call them the Curiosity rover. Next, the asteroid belt. Well, originally it was discovered in 1801. It is mostly made up of small rocks and metal debris. Mostly small. Fun fact, there is a dwarf planet in the asteroid belt. It is called Ceres, or Ceres as some people call it. Next, Jupiter. Jupiter, the biggest planet of all. Big boy Jupiter is mostly made up of gases such as sulfur and phosphate. It has about 79 moons. These gases mostly rise from the interior. Its temperature normally ranges around negative 230 degrees Fahrenheit. It is just a little chilly, so bring a jacket with you when you visit. Fun fact, the giant red dot, when you see in a telescope, is known as the Great Red Spot. And it's actually a giant storm equivalent to a hurricane here on Earth. It usually takes about 11 years for Jupiter to rotate around the sun, and its days are about 10 hours. Saturn. The second biggest planet is Saturn. Saturn is a lovely planet. It's a gas giant and it has a ring that you can actually see. The ring is mostly made up of small icy rocks. The planet, however, is of course mostly gas. It is made up of hydrogen and helium. This beauty has up to 69 moons. Nice! Its temperature seems to be around negative 285 degrees Fahrenheit. And it takes about 30 years to complete a full rotation around the sun, and its days last around 10.7 hours. Uranus. the lovely Uranus. Its beautiful blue color. This planet is made up of hydrogen and helium with a small trap of methane. This is what gives it blue color, or its light blue color. It takes about 85 years for it to make a full rotation around the sun, and the days here are about 17 hours. Its surface temperature is about negative 871 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that is very, very cold. It has about 27 moons, and it has 2 rings. And fun fact, winds that are on the equator flow the opposite direction of Uranus' rotation. Neptune. Neptune is also blue, but I don't really care too much for it, so boo. Just like Uranus, it is made up of hydrogen and helium with a small amount of methane. However, it is unknown on what gives Neptune its vivid blue color. It takes about 165 years for it to make a full rotation around the sun, and its days are about 16 hours. Neptune has around 14 moons and at least 4 rings, though you can barely see them. Its temperature, however, ranges around negative 530 to negative 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, the Kuiper Belt. There's really not much to say about the Kuiper Belt other than the fact that it is made up of small icy rocks and are in between both Neptune and Pluto. They do, however, look very beautiful in my opinion.